The music of Like You is now streaming through your favorite music services like Apple Music and Spotify. Now you can dance or sing along with your favorite songs anytime. Just search for the album title Music from Like You Mindfulness for Kids, or find links on the music page of our website at likeyoupodcast.com. Also, if you want to help us keep making new podcast episodes, you can support the show by subscribing through Patreon, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. If you enjoy the podcast, help spread the word by leaving a 5-star review wherever you listen. Grown-ups can find more information in our episode notes or on our website. Now, let's start the show. Hi everyone, it's Noah. This year I decided to celebrate Thanksgiving with a special bonus mega playlist. So I rounded up a few of our most thankful episodes of Like You and pasted them together in a mega thankful playlist. So gather up your loved ones, find a comfy spot, and enjoy almost an hour of Like You as the grateful feelings wash over you and overflow out into the world. This first episode, called Thinking Thankful Thoughts, was originally released back in November of 2021. Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, a mindfulness podcast for kids. Today's episode is all about thinking thankful thoughts. That's kind of a tongue twister. I wonder if I could say that 3 times fast. Maybe you could try too. First, a deep breath, and then go. Thinking thankful thoughts, thinking thankful thoughts, thinking thankful thoughts. Not bad. Anyway, listeners of all ages, find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. You're a part of this podcast too. So if I ask questions or invite you to play along, you can speak out loud or move around as you're able. Of course, if you'd rather just think your responses quietly in your mind, that's okay too. From where I sit while I write and record this podcast, I can look out my window at a maple tree in my front yard. And for the past few weeks, I've watched day after day as its leaves have slowly changed from green to yellow. It's one of the prettiest shades of yellow I've ever seen. Can you think of any pretty fall leaves you may have seen recently? If you'd like to see my view of the tree out my window, find this episode on our website and I'll include a photo in the show notes. Now, as soon as the leaves on this tree out my window have turned yellow, they begin to blow off the tree and fall to the ground. Today happens to be a windy day, so every time I look up, there are beautiful yellow leaves twirling in the wind as they fall. I want you to take a moment to picture some of the trees near where you live. If you're in the United States like me, or really anywhere in the Northern Hemisphere, I bet the trees around you have been turning wonderful shades of red and orange and yellow as fall takes hold. So I thought today we could try a falling leaves breathing exercise. So close your eyes and picture your favorite autumn tree color. Imagine a tall tree covered with colorful leaves that are yellow, red, or orange. And now imagine that each leaf represents a happy moment from the past year. Maybe one leaf is when you met a new friend. One leaf could be a joke that made you laugh. Another leaf is an especially good hug. Each leaf is a different happy moment. Now, I would love to share all these happy moments with other people who are special to me. Who is a special person who you like to share happy moments with? In this breathing exercise, we'll blow these leaves off the tree and make a pile full of happy moments that your friends or family can jump into with you. So, first, take a deep breath in. Imagine your chest filling up with those happy thoughts. Then blow your breath like the wind and imagine several leaves floating gently down to the ground, twisting and twirling on their way. Maybe as the leaves are falling, you could imagine a neighbor or a friend walking by and smiling at the sight. Let's continue pretending we're the wind, blowing these happy leaves to the ground. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Then blow your wind and watch more happy leaves floating down to the ground. Now another deep breath in, filling up with happy thoughts. And blow your wind as you imagine more leaves twirling to the ground. One last time. Take a deep breath in. And now blow your wind into the tree, letting more leaves float down, down, down. Now picture a pile of colorful leaves on the ground, each leaf full of a happy memory. Picture a friend or a neighbor jumping into the pile of leaves. The colorful, happy leaves cushion their fall, catching them and filling them up with your happy thoughts. Now smile wide and take one last deep breath in. Then let out a long, satisfied sigh. Great job. Now on the count of 3, we'll all say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. You have many wonderful things to be thankful for, and so many happy thoughts to share with the world. Now let's take some time to reflect on what we're thankful for. It could be big things or little things. You might be thankful for friends, or family, or for health. You could be thankful for something you did today, something you did last week, or last year. You might be thankful for something you have, like a toy, a notebook, a comfy chair, your bed, or your favorite sweater. Just take a few moments to think about what you are thankful for. I'll let the music play while you sit with your thoughts and see what comes to mind. I'm thankful for you, all my podcast friends who spend time with me each week. I'm very glad you're here, and I'm proud of you for all the ways you're growing and learning and trying your best. Now, I want you to continue to think your thankful thoughts. Thinking thankful thoughts, thinking thankful thoughts, thinking thankful thoughts. If you could find some paper and something to write with, I'd like you to write down something you're thankful for. Or you could choose to draw a picture of something you're thankful for instead. Feel free to pause the podcast if you need a moment to find some paper. I'll still be here when you press play. While you write or draw, I'm going to sing a song about being thankful. And when you're done writing or drawing, you can sit and listen, or dance, or sing along, or anything that helps you feel thankful. And maybe after the podcast, you could even share what you wrote or drew with someone you love. For beauty and for wonder, thank you. For my sister and my brother, thank you. food and the things I drink.
Thank you, thank you.
For my mind and the things I think.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
For my family and my friends.
Thank you, thank you.
For the courage that grows within.
Thank you, thank you.
For a heart that helps me love.
Thank you, thank you.
For the sun that shines above.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
For the people that I get to help.
Thank you, thank you.
For my body and for my health.
Thank you, thank you.
For the energy as I play.
Thank you, thank you.
And for the rest at the end of the day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Remember that you carry your thankful thoughts inside you all the time, and you can reflect on the things that you're thankful for anytime. Just keep on thinking thankful thoughts, thinking thankful thoughts, thinking thankful thoughts.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
And now it's time for today's affirmations. Affirmations are words you can say about yourself to help you remember how wonderful you are. So I'll say each affirmation twice. That way you can listen the first time and then say it with me the second time, either out loud or inside your mind. Today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. I am thankful for this moment. I am thankful for this moment. I have people who love and respect me. I have people who love and respect me. I deserve good things. I deserve good things. I am proud of who I am. I am proud of who I am. I am grateful for all that I have. I am grateful for all that I have. There's no one better to be than myself. There's no one better to be than myself. Now smile and take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together. I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until then, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. I hope you enjoyed that episode. You're tuned in to our Like You Mega Thankful playlist. I'm loading up the next episode for you right now. It's called Paper Airplane Thanks, and it first appeared in November 2023. So grab a sheet of paper you can fold and get ready to share your thankful feelings with the world. Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, Mindfulness for Kids. I'm very glad you're here. On this episode, we'll think thankful thoughts and imagine them flying out into the world like a paper airplane. So, listeners of all ages, find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. As I ask questions and invite you to say affirmations, you're welcome to speak out loud, or as always, you can just think your responses quietly in your mind. Now, let's begin with a humming breathing exercise. First, take a deep breath and try humming the lowest note you can, like this. Since I'm a grown-up, my low hum is probably a lot lower than yours, but everyone will have a different note at the bottom of their range. What's yours? Take a deep breath and hum your lowest note. Next, take another deep breath, and this time hum the highest note that you can hum, like this. I wonder if your note is a lot higher than mine this time. Try it one more time. Deep breath, then hum high. Great job. Now, take another deep breath. This time hum from low to high, like this. Try it. Then take another deep breath and hum from high to low, like this. Can you do that? And finally, I want you to pick any note that you want to hum. It can be high or low or anywhere in between. Take a few seconds to try humming different pitches until you find your favorite. Once you've picked a note to hum, let's see how long you can hum that note. So take your deepest breath yet, and then let out your longest hum. Great job! Now, on the count of 3, let's all say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. From the bottom of my heart, I want to tell you thank you for choosing to spend your time with me when you listen to a podcast. It's good to stop and think about all the things we each have to be thankful for. People who love us, fun experiences we've had, little things that bring joy to your day. What are some things that you are thankful for? Spend a few moments thinking about that question. Try to see how many things you can think of to feel thankful for. Feel free to say things out loud or just keep it in your mind. I'll let some music play while you think. Once again, the question I want you to think about right now is, what are you thankful for? How did it feel to think about those things? When we stop to remember what we're thankful for, it can create very warm, happy feelings inside us. How do you think it would feel to share those warm, happy feelings with the world? Let's try an exercise where we do that. Imagine you can make magic paper airplanes that can fly anywhere in the world. We're going to use those airplanes to send thank yous to different people. Now, after the podcast, you might even want to try writing down a real thank you and making a real paper airplane. But for now, we're just going to use our imaginations. So get comfy and close your eyes, or do whatever helps you use your imagination. First, I want you to think about a person who you are thankful to have in your life. It might be a friend, a family member, or even a teacher. Someone who you know cares for you. Someone who makes you feel good about yourself. Take a moment to think of a person. Then, picture them in your mind. Now imagine writing the words "thank you" on a piece of paper. Then imagine folding the paper into a paper airplane. Next, raise your arm and throw your imaginary paper plane. Imagine it flying wherever it needs to go to reach the person you're thankful for. Maybe it only has to fly across the room. Or maybe it flies out a window, sails up into the sky, and floats for miles and miles before it finds the person you sent it to. No matter how far it flew, I want you to imagine that person catching the airplane, unfolding the paper, and reading the words, "Thank you." How do you think they will react? I hope it makes them smile. Let's try sending another thank you airplane. I want you to think about your favorite food. What is the most delicious thing you've ever eaten? Let's send a thank you plane to the person who made your favorite food. If it's something you eat at home, maybe it's your mom or dad or grandma who made the food. Or maybe your favorite food was made by a cook in a restaurant or a worker in a candy factory. Maybe your favorite food is a fruit or vegetable. If so, you can send a thank you to the farmer who grew it or the person who picked it from a tree. Wherever the person who made your favorite food may be, I want you to imagine writing "thank you" on a piece of paper, then folding it into an airplane. Next, raise your arm and throw the thank you plane. Imagine it sailing around the world until it finally reaches the person who made your food. When they catch it, they unfold the plane, read your message, and smile. Now, for our last thank you plane, I want you to choose someone who you see every day to send thanks to. Most likely, this will be someone you live with, like a parent or a sibling. It's okay if it's the same person you already sent a thanks to with one of the other planes. The important thing for this time is to pick someone you can really throw an actual paper airplane to. Because after you finish this podcast, I want you to go find a piece of paper, write a short thank you note, and fold a real paper plane to send to this person. If you don't know how to write a sentence or fold a paper plane, you can ask a grown-up to help you. Maybe you can even ask the person you're planning to send it to. Do you have someone in mind? Spend a moment thinking about this person who you see every day and the things they do for you that you're thankful for. For this last thank you plane, I want you to write something more specific than just thank you. You can write a whole thank you sentence. Try finishing this sentence. Thank you for blank. Need some help getting your ideas flowing? Here are a few thank yous to help you warm up. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you for cooking dinner. Thank you for hugs. Thank you for playing. Thank you for everything. Do you have an idea of what you want to say thank you for? After the podcast is over, write down your thank you sentence and send it to that person on a paper airplane. I hope it will spread some joy to whoever receives your thank you plane. Now it's time for affirmations. Affirmations are words you can say about yourself to remind yourself how wonderful you are. I guess an affirmation is a little bit like telling yourself thank you for being you. Now I'll say each affirmation twice so you can listen the first time, then say it together with me the second time. Here we go. I am thankful for life. I am thankful for life. I appreciate every moment. I appreciate every moment. I am grateful for the people who love me. I am grateful for the people who love me. Today I choose to share my love. Today I choose to share my love. I am thankful for all that I have. I am thankful for all that I have. I find joy in the little things. I find joy in the little things. I have everything I need. I have everything I need. There's no one better to be than myself. There's no one better to be than myself. Now let's take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together. If any of those affirmations stood out to you, feel free to write them down or just store them safely in your mind to say when you need it. If you have an affirmation that is special to you, I would love to hear it. If you'd like to send a recording of your favorite affirmation to play on the show, have a grown-up check our website or episode notes for more information. Now I'd like to end with a song full of thanks. As you listen, try thinking about all the things you're thankful for. Or just kick back, relax, and listen.
For beauty and for wonder, for my sister and my brother, for my food and the things I drink, for my mind and the things I think. For my family and my friends, for the courage that grows within, for a heart that helps me love, for the sun that shines above. For the people that I get to help, for my body and for my health, for the energy as I play, and for the rest at the end of the day.
can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad that we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. And thank you for listening. You're listening to our Like You Mega Thankful playlist. The last 2 episodes were specifically created for Thanksgiving, but this next one is thankful in a different way. It's called Connect the Dots, and it's all about feeling connected to the people in your life. I hope you have lots of people to be thankful for. Maybe you're even listening with them now. If so, I hope you enjoy this episode together. Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, Mindfulness for Kids. I'm very glad you're here. On this episode, we'll connect the dots between ourselves and other people. So, listeners of all ages, find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe, as I ask questions and invite you to say affirmations. You're welcome to speak out loud, or as always, you can just think your responses quietly in your mind. Let's begin with a breathing exercise. If you happen to have a piece of paper and something to write with, we can use those for this exercise. You can pause the show if you need a minute to get your paper. Or if you don't have paper nearby right now, that's fine too. You can use your imagination instead. So, if you have paper, I want you to draw a dot on one side of the paper. It can be about the size of your fingertip. Now, draw a second dot a few inches away on the opposite side of the paper. If you don't have paper, just imagine 2 dots on whatever is in front of you, a table, a pillow, or even your hand. Now, place your finger on one of the dots. Next, I want you to slowly breathe in. And as you do, move your finger slowly from one dot to the other. Then breathe out slowly as you move your finger back to the first dot. Now do that a few times, always breathing slow and deep as you move your finger from one dot to the other and then back again. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue breathing slowly in and out at your own pace as I talk. Try to tune everything else out except for the dots and the piece of paper or whatever is in front of you. Notice how it feels against your finger as you move your finger back and forth, back and forth. Now, I want you to take one final deep breath in and out. Great job. Now, on the count of 3, let's all say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. There's no one else in the world exactly like you. Have you ever played a game of Connect the Dots? When you start, it just looks like a bunch of random dots, and it can be hard to guess what the picture is going to be. But as you begin connecting from dot to dot to dot, a picture begins to emerge. When all the dots are connected, you're able to see a picture that wasn't there before. Sometimes I think meeting new people and making new friends feels a little bit like a game of connect the dots. Imagine you are a little dot on a piece of paper, and each person in your family is another dot, and each person on your street, and each person at your school, and each person in your town. They're all little dots, floating there all alone on a piece of paper. It might feel a little bit like the before part of Connect the Dots, when all the dots are still disconnected. How could all these different dots possibly have anything in common? So how do we connect dots between people? Well, we get to know things about them. When you meet a new friend, you learn their name, what they like to do, what jokes make them laugh, and soon you begin to form a whole picture in your mind of who this person is, when before they were just a dot. Let's do a short Connect the Dots game in your mind, connecting you with a few people you know. Close your eyes. Now, picture yourself as a dot. Next, think about someone in your family and picture them as a separate dot. Now think about something that you have in common with that person. Maybe there's a book or a movie that you both like, or even just the fact that you have the same last name. After you've thought of something you have in common, imagine drawing a line from your dot to their dot. Now you've connected the dots. Let's try it again. This time, think about one of your close friends and imagine them as another dot. Next, think about a fun experience you've had together with that person. Spend a few seconds remembering that experience. Now imagine drawing a line from your dot to their dot, so you're connected. You're getting very good at connecting the dots. Now, one last time, I want you to think about someone who you know, but not very well. This might be harder, and it might take a minute to think of someone. Maybe it's a crossing guard who helps you cross the street on the way to school. Maybe it's a new kid in your class who just moved to town. Maybe it's your basketball coach, or your piano teacher, or a waiter at your favorite restaurant. I'll give you a few seconds to think of someone who you know but not very well. Once you've thought of someone, picture them in your mind and imagine them as a separate dot. It's easy to feel connected to your family and friends, but it can be harder to feel connected to people you don't know as well. But you have things in common with everyone you meet each day, because every single person feels happy sometimes and sad sometimes. We all have people who we love and people who love us. We all have things that we worry about, things we're afraid of, and things that make us laugh. And in that way, we are all connected. So imagine drawing a line from your dot to the dot of this person who you don't know very well. Connect the dots. Now, in your head, imagine you can zoom out and see the whole planet Earth. And it's covered with billions of dots. In fact, if there was a dot for every person on Earth, there would be almost 8 billion dots. That's a lot of dots. Now begin to imagine lines connecting dot to dot to dot. As they all connect together, they form a picture of the entire world. Sometimes you might feel lonely, like a disconnected dot. But remember, there are other people all around the world who feel the way you do. And there are people in your life who love and care for you. Now it's time for affirmations. Affirmations are words you can say about yourself to remind yourself how wonderful you are. I'll say each affirmation twice, so you can listen the first time and say it together with me the second time. Here we go. I am so proud of who I am. I am so proud of who I am. I am thankful for life. I am thankful for life. I'm glad that I am me. I'm glad that I am me. The world is a better place because I'm in it. The world is a better place because I'm in it. I am a good friend. I am a good friend. I choose to spread positive thoughts. I choose to spread positive thoughts. I will speak kindly to others and myself. I will speak kindly to others and myself. There's no one better to be than myself. There's no one better to be than myself. Now let's take a few slow, deep breaths as we wind down our time together. If any of those affirmations stood out to you, feel free to write them down or just store them safely in your mind to say when you need it. If you have an affirmation that is special to you, I would love to hear it. If you'd like to send a recording of your favorite affirmation to play on the show, have a grown-up check our website or episode notes for more information. Now, I'd like to end with a song. As you listen, feel free to dance, sing, take deep breaths, or imagine connecting dots all around the world.
I'm glad that I am me. I'm glad that you are you. I'm glad that we both do the things that we each like to do. I'm glad that I know you. I'm glad you know me too. We're different, but we teach each other things we never knew. And what if you were me? And what if I were you? Would we still do the same things that we've always liked to do? I wonder. But you'll always be you, and I'll always be me. We learn and grow and change our clothes, but stay the same beneath. I'm glad that I am me. I'm glad that you are you. I'm proud of how you're growing, and I like your point of view. And I like you.
I can't wait to spend some time together again soon. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. You're still listening to our Like You Mega Thankful playlist. That's 3 episodes down and 1 more to go. This last episode goes way back in time to the year we launched the podcast. It's called Breathing Out Thanks, and we originally shared it with you on Thanksgiving in 2020. Hello, I'm Noah, and this is Like You, a mindfulness podcast for kids. I'm glad you're here. Today, we will spend some time thinking about what makes us feel grateful. But first, a quick word for the grown-ups. Like You is listener-supported, so if you'd like to help us continue making new episodes, join us at patreon.com/likeyoupodcast. There you'll get early access to every episode and other special perks. We also appreciate it when you help others find our show by telling your friends or writing a review on Apple Podcasts. Now we're ready to start the podcast, so find a place to listen where you feel comfortable and safe. Remember, you're a big part of this podcast, and I couldn't do it without you. You can speak out loud as you answer my questions and repeat affirmations. Of course, if you'd rather just say things quietly in your head, that's okay too. Let's take a few breaths to get started. We'll breathe deep, just like we always do. But when we breathe out, we'll make a funny noise. Here we go. Take a long breath in. 1, 2, 3. Now breathe out with a funny noise. Let's do that again. You can make the same funny noise or try a different one this time. Deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, and let a funny noise out. Okay, last time. Long, deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, and funny noise out. Now, on the count of 3, we'll say, I like me. 1, 2, 3. I like me. I like you too. You have a great sense of humor, and you have a unique way of making others laugh. What makes you feel grateful? What is gratitude, anyway? When you feel grateful, you feel full of thanks. It's a happy feeling that comes when you focus on the good things in your life. Some people describe gratitude as being thankful, lucky, or blessed. You might feel grateful when you're glad about something that has happened, an experience you've had, or something someone has given you. Can you think of something that you are grateful for? Perhaps you're grateful for family, for someone who loves you and takes care of you and makes sure you have everything you need. Maybe you're grateful for a friend, someone who is always there for you, who cheers you up when you're sad, and who never makes you feel bad about who you are. You might be grateful about an experience you've had, taking a vacation, learning to play an instrument, playing basketball on a team, finding a really cool-looking rock while you're out for a walk. These are all things that might make you feel grateful. Gratitude is also about noticing the small, simple, everyday things that you may not always think about, like having a place to live and a comfy bed to sleep in, or having food to eat, even when you don't get your favorite thing for dinner. When we take the time to notice the good things in our life, it can lead to positive feelings and even positive actions toward others. So let's take a moment to be grateful. I want you to think of something you're grateful for. It can be anything: family, friends, your home, your favorite book or toy. Take a moment to think of something you are grateful for. Do you have something in mind? Now close your eyes, and for a few seconds, just think about whatever it is. Picture it in your mind. Now take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, say thank you. Thank you. Sometimes it can be hard to think of what you're grateful for. So let me narrow things down a little bit. What was something that made you smile today? Take a moment to think back on your day so far. What was a moment you enjoyed? When you think of something, imagine that moment in your head. Now take a deep breath in and breathe out. Thank you. I know some days just aren't great days, and maybe that's how your day was today. So it can be hard to think of your favorite moment of the day. So let's narrow things down even more. I want you to pick something you are wearing that you're grateful for. Your shirt, your socks, your dress, or your pants. Pick one thing you're wearing, and we're going to say thank you to it. I'll go first. I'll take a deep breath and say, thank you, sweater. Now it's your turn. You can say thank you to your socks, or your hat, or your pajamas, or whatever piece of clothing you choose. Pick one thing, take a deep breath in, and then breathe out your thanks. Go ahead. Even on a bad day, if you pay close attention, you'll find something to be grateful for. And on a good day, whenever something makes you feel warm inside, take note of that grateful feeling by taking a deep breath and saying thank you. Gratitude is something you can practice. Many nights at bedtime, I like to ask my daughters to tell me about one thing that they liked about the day. Maybe you could try that too. Tonight, when you lay down in bed, ask yourself what you liked about the day. Then take a deep breath and say thank you as you drift off to sleep. But don't drift off to sleep just yet, because it's time to say affirmations. Even saying affirmations can fill us with gratitude. I will say each affirmation twice, so you can listen to it the first time, then say it with me the second time. I am an amazing person. I am an amazing person. I am glad that I am me. I am glad that I am me. I am grateful for all that I have. I am grateful for all that I have. I am proud of who I am. I am proud of who I am. I have everything I need. I have everything I need. I am thankful for this moment. I am thankful for this moment. If you're still looking for ideas about things you can be thankful for, have a listen to this new song. Take a few slow, deep breaths as you listen, and maybe even try singing along when you hear the words, thank you.
For beauty and for wonder, for my sister and my brother, drink.
thank you, thank you,
For my mind and the things I think.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
For my family and my friends.
thank you, thank you,
For the courage that grows within.
thank you, thank you,
For a heart that helps me love.
thank you, thank you,
For the sun that shines above.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
For the people that I get to help.
thank you, thank you,
For my body and for my health.
thank you, thank you,
For the energy as I play.
thank you, thank you,
And for the rest at the end of the day.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let me end the show by saying thank you to you, my listeners. It was around this time last year that I began writing episodes for this podcast. I'm very grateful for everyone who has listened so far, and I look forward to many, many more podcasts with you. Until next time, I like you, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad we are friends. Have a happy and peaceful day. Like You is a production of Perpetual Motion. It is made possible by our subscribers on Patreon and Apple Podcasts. Become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/likeyoupodcast or by tapping subscribe on our show page in Apple Podcasts. You can also tell your friends about the show or leave a 5-star review wherever you listen to podcasts. Like You is written and hosted by me, Noah Glenn. I also composed and performed the Like You theme music and other music that appeared in this episode. Our podcast cover art was illustrated by Maya Sain, and our episode art is created by Lindsay Glenn. Grown-ups can find more information about Like You by visiting our website at likeyoupodcast.com. Thanks for listening.